All right, let's just jump right in with a cool idea. What if your notebook could actually do your homework for you? Seriously, imagine if it could look up stuff online, check your math problems, or even shoot a message to your friends when you're done. Well, today, we're going to look at a tool that's kind of like that, but for your digital life.
I mean, you totally know what I'm talking about, right? That feeling when you have to do the same boring thing over and over again? Like you copy a link from your teacher's email, you paste it into your notes, download a file, move that file to a different folder, and then you have to message your friends to tell them you did it? Ugh, it's like this digital homework that just never ever ends. So tedious.
And it probably feels a little something like this, huh? You're just buried in all these different notebooks and screens, or, apps and websites in our case. All that busy work, just moving information from one spot to another, it's exhausting. And it's time you could be using for, well, literally anything else. But what if there was a better way to do all this? Well, there is. So let's meet our solution. It's a tool called n8n. And for today, let's just think of it as your very own smart notebook. Or, maybe even better, your new robot study buddy that handles all that boring stuff for you.
So what is n8n really? The technical term is a workflow automation tool. But let's make that simpler. Think of it as a master connector. It helps all your different textbooks, your apps like email, your chat apps, your cloud storage, to finally talk to each other. And we're talking about a lot of apps, like over 400 of them. It lets them all work together automatically, so you don't have to be the one stuck in the middle doing all the manual work.
Okay, so how does this magic notebook actually pull it all off? Let's flip open the cover and take a peek inside. And don't worry, I promise it's way simpler than you might think. Okay, first big idea you need to know is something called a workflow. The absolute easiest way to think about this is like an automatic to-do list for your computer. You just write down the instructions one time, and from that moment on, your smart notebook follows that list perfectly every single time without you having to do a thing. And what's that to-do list made of? Well, it's made of things called nodes. A node is just one single step on that automatic to-do list. It's a super simple command like check my email or send a message. Each node is just one tiny specific task. So how do you actually build one of these automatic lists? It's really just this simple. You start with a trigger node, that's the when this happens part, then you add an action node, that's the do this part, and then you just connect them with an arrow. That's it. You've literally just created your very first piece of automation.
And right there, that's the aha moment. See? It's not some crazy complicated process. It's really just about connecting simple ideas one step at a time. A trigger and an action. That's the heart of it all.
All right, that's enough theory for now. Let's actually put this into practice and build our very first workflow. It's time to see just how powerful this little smart notebook can be with a real-life school example. So, picture this. The trigger is your teacher posting a new grade online. The moment that happens, n8n jumps into action. Step 1, it reads the new grade. Step 2, it automatically sends a message to your friend's chat that says, hey, new grade is in. And step 3, if it's a good one, it could even add a task to your to-do list that just says celebrate, and all of this happens in like seconds, automatically. And what's the result of all this? You get to just relax. While you're chilling out, your smart notebook is in the background handling all those little digital chores for you. It saves you time and lets you focus on what's actually important. Or, just taking a break you totally deserve. Okay, so we've got the basics down, but this smart notebook has some extra superpowers tucked away inside. It's actually designed to be super flexible, whether you're a total beginner or you're already a coding wizard. For most of what you'll want to do, you can build your workflows completely visually. It's just like playing with building blocks. You literally drag the nodes you want onto the screen, drop them, connect them with little arrows, and boom! You can watch your automation come to life right there. No coding needed at all. But what if you need to do something really specific? Something a normal block just doesn't cover? Well, that's where n8n lets you add a special code node. You can think of it like writing a secret formula in your notebook to give it extra custom powers. You can use code like JavaScript or Python to make it do, well, literally anything you can dream up. Now, this is a really important question. Where does your smart notebook actually live? You basically get two choices. You can self-host it, which is kind of like building your own custom desk at home. It's completely free to use, and you have total control, but you're the one who has to maintain it. Or you can use the cloud version. This is like using a ready-made desk at the library. It's all set up and ready to go instantly, and someone else manages it for you, but it does come with a fee. Okay, class is almost over, which means it's time to study for the final exam. Let's quickly go over the 3 most important things we learned today just to make sure you get an A+ on understanding n8n. So let's recap those key takeaways. Number 1, n8n is your smart notebook that automates all that boring digital stuff. Number 2, you build these automations, which are called workflows, by connecting simple little steps called nodes. And number 3, it's super flexible. You can build visually with blocks, or you can add your own secret formulas, code, for some extra power.
Feeling inspired to try it out? Awesome. Here's your homework. First, head over to n8n.io to get your own smart notebook. And second, just try the free version. Whether it's the cloud trial or the self-hosted one, just jump in and try building that very first simple workflow for yourself.
And that really just leaves us with one last question. You now have a tool that can basically act as your personal robot assistant, connecting all the apps and tools you use every single day. So, the only limit now is your own imagination. What amazing things are you going to build?